Welcome back to my podcast, Ask Ana-Leigh.
Dear Ana-Leigh, what actually happens to the plastic I put in my recycling bin in Canada?
Generally, in Canada, the process of recycling plastic usually involves the following steps. Collection: plastic waste is collected from homes and businesses and transported to a recycling facility. Sorting: the plastic is sorted by type, such as PET, HDPE, etc., and contaminants are removed. Shredding: the plastic is shredded into smaller pieces. Washing: the plastic is washed to remove any remaining impurities. Melting: the plastic is melted down into pellets or beads. Remaking: the melted plastic is remolded into new products, such as toys, household items, or even new packaging materials. It's important to note that not all plastic can be recycled, and some plastic may be downcycled into products with a lower quality or sent to a landfill if it can't be recycled. Additionally, the success of the recycling process depends on the infrastructure and market demand for recycled plastic.
Whoa, what percentage of plastics head to the landfill because they're not recyclable?
According to a report by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, it is estimated that only 9% of the plastic ever produced has been recycled, while a large portion of the remaining 91% has ended up in landfills or the natural environment. The percentage of plastic that is not recyclable and ends up in landfills is difficult to determine precisely, as it varies depending on local recycling programs, the types of plastic being used, and other factors. However, it is estimated that a significant portion of plastic waste is not recyclable, with some estimates suggesting that as much as 40% of plastic ends up in landfills because it is not recyclable or cannot be processed by local recycling facilities.
When you say all the plastic that's ever been made, you mean all the plastic that's ever been made still exists in one form or another today?
Yes, that is correct. Most plastic does not biodegrade, which means that once it is produced, it will remain in the environment for hundreds of years or more. When plastic waste is not properly disposed of or recycled, it can end up in landfills, the natural environment, or the ocean, where it can harm wildlife, ecosystems, and human health. So, all the plastic that has ever been made still exists in one form or another today, and continues to pose a significant threat to the environment and wildlife. This highlights the need for greater efforts to reduce plastic waste and increase recycling, as well as to consider alternative materials that are more sustainable and have a lower environmental impact.
I think part of the problem is that most people believe that everything they put in the recycle bin gets recycled.
Yes, that is a common misconception, and it is one of the reasons why plastic waste continues to be a major environmental problem. Many people believe that everything they put in the recycling bin will be recycled, but the reality is that not all plastic is recyclable, and not all recyclable plastic is actually recycled. There are many factors that determine whether a plastic item can be recycled, such as the type of plastic, its condition, and the recycling facilities available in a particular area. In some cases, plastic items that are labeled as recyclable may not be recyclable in all communities, due to the different types of recycling programs and processing capabilities. It's important for individuals to educate themselves on what can and cannot be recycled in their local area, and to make an effort to reduce their use of single-use plastics and properly dispose of any plastic waste. By doing so, we can help to increase the recycling of plastic and reduce the amount of plastic waste that ends up in landfills and the natural environment.
I'm blown away that I was so ill-informed and just believed what I was told years ago. Thank you, Ana-Leigh, for clearing that up.
I'm glad you found this helpful, and if any of our viewers found this helpful and have a question they'd like answered, please post it in the comments. I will try to respond in upcoming Ask Ana-Leigh episodes. Thanks for joining us and see you next time.